What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Joey365 with another episode of Real African Stars. We have a great show for you today. We have some nice guests with us today. We'll introduce them in a while. Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
Call you dope too.
Yeah. Before we start, though, let's take care of some business. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram at Real African Stars. And like I mentioned before, our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. You can join our mission. And with no further ado, let's introduce our guests. You guys go ahead and introduce yourselves. We can go, June. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. I'm Junior, aka JR. I'm from born in Nigeria, but grew up in Boston. Now I'm here living life in Houston.
Yeah. How you like it? How you enjoying Houston?
It's been great, man. It's been a real good spot. Been all over the country, all over the world. Lived in Seattle, Philly, New York, Dallas, West Palm Beach, Florida. Now Houston.
Yeah. Houston's a nice place. And our lovely lady, who's our lovely lady that's with us today?
Hi, good evening, everybody. So happy to be here. I'm Chantel Presley from Lexington, Kentucky, and this is my second home is Houston. I used to play professional basketball all across Europe, and I'm currently living in Kentucky, but Houston will be my home here pretty soon.
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, I love it. We love it. Yeah, Gokay. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
My name is Gokay. Gokay Masha. I'm originally from Nigeria, but I lived a little bit, like 5 years in the UK, and the rest of my life in the US. So I moved here when I was in '96.
Oh, okay.
I went to school here. I went to college in Houston. Then went to. I'm a dentist at the moment. I graduated from Tufts in Boston, and I'm back in Houston. And I'm just happy to be a part of it.
All right, we're happy to have you, brother. We're happy to have you.
Wait, I have to ask, okay, what part of England did you live in? Because I was born in Ipswich, England, so I had to ask.
I just remember the primary school I went to, and I remember the secondary school. We stayed in a place called Peckham.
Okay.
Peckham Ride, baby.
Peckham is,
Yeah.
I was like close to London.
Yeah.
I think Peckham's in southeast London.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe.
some stop. Like if you downtown London, you can take the stop to Peckham, so you're not too far out.
Gosh.
Yeah.
What was interesting is I went back in 2011 and I couldn't recognize anything. Nothing looks, whatever I thought in my mind, I would never know that's where it was.
Yeah.
Everything was good different.
Yeah, I went back. I moved back when I was in the when I was 7 years old to America. And then when I went back, when I played professional basketball was in 2014, and it was a totally different experience than what I remembered as a child.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So did you have an accent when you came, and then you switched your accent to something different?
All country.
Yeah, so everything was super British. My sister and my brother, British accent, my mom, British accent, but my dad, he's black, he's from Montgomery, Alabama, and he's super country. We lived in North Carolina, Stone Mountain, Georgia, and then Lexington, Kentucky, so all in the South. So within a couple of years, we lost our British accents and started sounding a lot more Southern.
Oh,
okay.
Your parents too? Like your dad as well?
Well, my dad is from Montgomery, Alabama, so he sounds
okay, so
like he sounds.
Gotcha.
But my mom still has a British accent, but she does use the word y'all. Which y'all kid, but she's still British. So Junior can attest that she's a British lady. A British white lady.
Compared to Europe and America, which one?
I love my accent. My little brother, I have the two youngest, they lost their accent. The one in the middle, he still kind of has his accent, when he talks. So cause I remember when my brother came to visit me in Boston. what happened was my roommate was like, he came out to eat with us, and he's like, why do you talk like this? You're going to talk like this. And I was like, I didn't think about it. I was like, you know what? He just kept it. His accent just kept.
Did he stay there? Did he live there?
No, he left when I left. He just kept the accent.
That's crazy.
He kept the
But how
accent.
much younger is he than you?
He is 3 years younger.
Okay.
2 years younger.
Yeah.
Our topics for today, we're going to tackle some relationship issues and basically go ahead and what's your relationship status, Junior?
Funny you asked that, man. Yeah, I actually just got engaged back in August.
How does that feel?
Feels surreal, man. Feels good.
Okay. You think you're ready to take that next step?
Yeah. It's been a long time coming, you know. Felt so good. I can see myself being with. Because life is rarity, you know, but God's good.
Yeah, God is great.
Yeah.
How about yourself, ma'am? Chantel?
That's the thing where I feel obviously getting engaged to Junior was a good thing because I think I prayed for Junior. So when you ask God to give you things and you get those blessings, like you just gotta be thankful. So I'm happy about how everything is going.
Okay. How about yourself, Goke? How you what's the relationship status looking like, brother?
My relationship status is as good as it can be. Like it's, you know, not as good as it can be, but it's like we bouncing off each other. Like, you know how we play a good game and you got a good teammate and you gotta just, you know, assist. So we're at that point now. So it's like, well, it's good. But we struggled for a little bit. So, but I think we're at that point now where we just like each other and vibing.
So what do you think would be what do you think is the hardest part of being married?
I think it's first of all you have to like what your expectations were might change. You know, like it still stays the same, but what you expected of that person. Sometimes it may deviate a little bit, and you're like, okay, I didn't see that. This is like a curveball, blah blah blah. But but you just learn to like adapt and talk things out, and
When you say talk about those expectations, because like what type of expectations as a Nigerian man did you have of your wife?
No, we had the expectations was honestly it was just like what you ever expect of like a wife or a support system or this
Give
and that.
specific examples, because I'm asking for myself, because obviously he's Nigerian, so I'm not Nigerian, so I'm saying, you as a Nigerian man, what expectations did you have of your wife?
Honestly, I don't really know what my expectations were. I think it was just the fact that, hey, we together, let's just rock with this. And and then sometimes y'all might bump heads. So that's it. I didn't think we were gonna be bumping heads.
Okay, since y'all are both not married, what are y'all's expectations of your wife? Because I need to know. June, you tell me, but okay. I'm not saying that. Help me out here. I'm
Joey.
Okay.
And he's
Oh, okay.
Just
Thank
tell me your full opinion of
you.
what your expectations are for your wife. Just because everybody needs to know. You all might not have the same opinion, but you all are all Nigerian men. So as you all are a desirable group of men in the world, I would say, would you all agree?
Oh, thank you very much. I've never heard that one before.
I know
that desirable.
Yeah,
I think so.
Anytime.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Especially,
I appreciate it. I take it.
Nigerians.
I think so. I think that Nigerian men are highly desired because I think they have a lot of good qualities that a lot of women would appreciate. So
Name us a few.
I think Nigerian men are good providers. I think they have a good sense of like respect and culture, and I mean highly intelligent group of people. Just as we all know, Nigerians hold a lot of degrees in America, and we can all attest to the excellence. Yes or no?
Yeah, it's part of the culture,
It's true. It is.
Yeah, so that's a high, I think as a high valued woman, I'll give the opinion that other women would desire a man who has a high sense of self, education, family. I think loyalty is questionable with Nigerian men culture. I don't know, but they say all of these good qualities are something that you want to have in a partner. So if your culture just values, you said education, degrees, and working hard. I would say Nigerians work very hard. And I think that that's a quality that we can all aspire to. But you hear those negative connotations about Nigerian men, the scammers and this and that, but then they never really talk about all the great qualities, the high education, the family values of when Nigerian men are married and they take care of their families. I think that's something to be praised, and God-fearing. A lot of Nigerian men I know are God-fearing. I think that's a quality that a lot of high-valued women would want to have, a God-fearing man. So I think you can find that in a Nigerian man. That's a lot of great qualities.
Sounds good. Sounds good. What was your question for me? I think you had a question for me.
What is your expectation of your wife as a Nigerian man? But maybe I shouldn't just say that. Just as yourself, what's your expectation?
You would want, for me, I would want somebody that's understanding. You know what I mean? Somebody that's compassionate. A great mother. You always want a good mother for your kids, so that's a great quality I try to look for. But that's hard to gauge, though. I just try to base it off. I'm not married, so I'm still in search of what I'm looking for. So
you want a good mother for your kids. So if you thought, I want a good mother for my kid, what qualities are you looking for? What does that entail? Good mother for your kid is compassionate, understanding.
Yeah, somebody that's caring. You can just tell somebody that knows how to take care of. She can take care of me, I would trust her to take care of my kids. I guess I'm not saying I need somebody to take care of me, but
it's okay to say you need somebody to take care of you. I think I, as a woman, want somebody to take care of me. I think it's okay for a man to say, I want a woman that's going to take care of me. That looks different. But
in today's age, you can't say I want a woman to take care of me. It sounds like you're needy. When you say that, everybody thinks of money, right?
No. That's why I was like, when you say I need somebody to take care of me, your needs are going to be different from the next person's needs. And when you're looking for a partner, you have to talk about what those needs are and see if that person can fulfill those needs.
Okay. What about you, Jim? What do you look for in a partner?
Similar thing, like also find someone who's supportive, caring, nurturing, good influence for your kids, and really those around you, especially certain circles. Need someone who's able to adapt in different environments, if you will.
Okay.
Some family oriented,
Definitely.
All wrapped in a pretty little shell. Smooth. Just like the silk.
We like it. We like it. We love it, man. Oh my God. What advice would you give your younger self? If you were to give your younger self advice about dating and relationships, what would you tell your younger self?
Good question.
I mean, I'm happy with my whole relationship journey, so I can't give myself any advice, because I would say, like, when you're young, I think you should enjoy yourself, find yourself, and really grow and develop as much as you can as a person. And then once you get to the point where you know you're ready to do marriage and family, then really start honing in on what it is that you need in a relationship and start being honest with the people you date and talk to about what you're looking for. So, you can start, if you want to get in a relationship and be committed to be in a marriage, you say, hey, like, this is what I'm looking for, and just be straight up. But while you're young, grow, develop, and have fun. And I can say I lived to those words, and I think you got into a good spot right now.
Okay, what about you, Goke? What would you tell your younger self in dating, man?
I mean, I would say that, if you're gonna go into like, as far as dating, you just date. You find what works for you. So that's it. But I say as far as like marriage, it's gotta be like you gotta realize you gotta go into it 100%. Like this is what 100% sure this is the right thing for me. Or 100% sure this is gonna work. Or 100% sure whatever. But it's gotta be 100%. So because if not, then
Okay.
there's cracks sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's shift over to let's talk about sports. What about you? Let's shift over to you, Chantel. What's your what about sports you like these days? Like, what kind of sports are you into?
I am so glad you asked that question.
Oh yeah.
Because two of my best friends, shout out to Megan and Lauren, they love the NFL. And I promise you, football was not my sport growing up. Like, that wasn't something I knew anything about. I will tell this testimony that I failed a football test when I was like a sophomore in high school. I was like, they was asking about positions. I know nothing.
A football test.
Yeah, I had some sports classes. I think it was a sports journalism class, but I literally couldn't get the positions right because I was not a football fan. But now, after I came home from playing overseas, because I was usually gone during football season. So overseas, I was never in England. They're not watching that. In Europe, they're not really watching American football like that on regular channels. So I wasn't watching football.
What do you think about soccer?
I mean, I do like soccer. That was my first sport when I first started playing sports when I was in the 4th grade. That was my first thing, was soccer. So I enjoyed it. I was on the all-black girls soccer team in Stone Mountain, Georgia, and we were really good. I had a lot of success, so I loved the sport straight up. I thought that me and my sister probably could have went on and played professional in college together. No joke.
Soccer?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying, Janine is 6'2", I'm 6'1", and Janine is super fast and athletic. And she jumped at the University of Louisville, high jump, long jump, triple jump.
Goddamn.
Grabbed the rim.
Oh, yeah?
I kid you not. Her hand on mine is probably...
She gonna dunk on you, Goku.
Oh, this is... like, we talking about stuff about... Now, it wasn't in a basketball, but if Janine dunked a golf ball or a tennis ball, I would be like, yes.
Oh, word.
You know what? That's the interesting thing about the NBA, the WNBA versus the high school basketball team.
Boys?
Yeah, the boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see how the women are gonna beat the boys.
Okay, so what he's talking about is there's $100 million bet out there that a high school boys basketball team can beat a WNBA championship team, and there's bets out there being laid right now and trying to make it happen.
Okay, I just need a tiny bit of clarification. Are we taking an all-star boys team, or are you saying an actual one high school boys team?
They're talking about a state championship high school basketball team.
Anywhere in the country?
Anywhere in the country.
Okay, so we know.
I wouldn't say
I know
anywhere
the Las
in the
Vegas
country.
Aces won, so it's not an all-star team of all the women in the WNBA. It's just a one team, the Las Vegas Aces, because they just won the WNBA championship.
Yeah.
Okay, because that makes a difference.
That makes a difference.
It's like saying versus the U.S. Olympic team. That's the best of the best, kind of.
I still
all-star type.
I still think if you brought them, I don't think they still match up. Boys are just naturally bigger. Like, it's just, you're going to see 6'2" across the board, 6'2", 6'3" across the board.
I don't think so. I don't think it's necessarily the best. And we're just talking about one single state high school championship team. The point guard could be very modestly 5'9", and that's okay on a championship team. They could have some height, but that doesn't mean that everybody's gonna be
Take
that
those
tall.
glasses.
I've seen, I don't know.
Oh, where the logo? So I thought they used putting
I
your.
forgot there was a team that.
Y'all put your money on this game? Would you? You would?
On the
How
boys.
much? That's what I'm saying. How much?
I put 1,000 on it.
You would put 1,000 on a high school state
I put
championship
1,000
team.
on.
Doesn't matter what one state in America, one of the 50 states.
I don't know how they're gonna do that, but
And they would have to play, but we know for a fact that the team that they would play would be the Las Vegas Aces because they just won. So that's the team.
that's the team.
I put everything I have on it. I'd be like,
I put
You
everything
put your
on it.
practice on it?
everything I have.
Oh, what? Oh, but what?
That the boys are gonna
The
win.
boys are gonna beat the girls.
I wouldn't put my money on that.
I put everything. Okay, I'm not lying. I'm gonna put everything I have.
Go
I put
ahead.
like
Bro,
65.
let me put it like this, right?
What caliber of boys? What
Boy,
He just
let me
said
tell you like
any
this.
state. So
Yeah.
one of the, no, he said one of the 50 states state
But-
champions.
Bro, do you know how big these dudes?
It has to be the Las Vegas Aces. Because
No,
he said,
no, man, you lose every time. Your Las Vegas Aces women will give you buckets, man.
They'll give you buckets.
Depends on that
The
high
girls
school
can play,
team.
yeah.
Bro, you're
If it's
playing
a-
against
If it's a
You're
Junior,
D3 school,
You're playing against boys
it doesn't
that
matter,
are
man.
They're
big
gonna be good.
and
How big are you?
Can
athletic.
you shoot threes too?
All I got,
Boys
if I'm
can shoot threes all
if I'm
day.
defending a girl, I just got to put my hand out there. I just got to put my hand up. I play girls, like it's
Please,
different. It's totally different. Like we're talking about high school boys.
18 to 14-year-old boys.
Yes.
That's what it said, 14 to 18 years old.
They're athletic.
Play. Yes.
I'm not saying that they're not athletic. So you think that there's no part of the game that is a mental part of the game. You're saying that
No,
their
there is.
athleticism
There is.
is their IQ of the
I
game
know
at
some girls
14
that
to
can
18
shoot. I know
is
some
going
girls
to
that
be high
can shoot
enough
way
to
better
be.
than I can.
Let me put it like this. That's if she can get that shot off.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to just let me be quoted on this podcast tonight.
That's if
I
you
want-
can get
I
that
just-
shot
I'm
off.
just trying to make sure that everybody knows this. I was just listening to Pat Bev on a podcast talking about going through a professional women's basketball practice, and he was saying how difficult it was. He was like, when you're going through a female screen at a WNBA level, he was like, those are the best screens you ever hit in your entire life. If Pat Bev, one of the best defensive players in the NBA, is saying that a WNBA practice is no joke,
Pat Bev not trying to get canceled. I'm telling you.
But I think that.
I just want somebody to respond to that comment, or Pat Bev respond to this tonight. Pat Bev, let us know if you were just capping because you didn't want to get canceled, or you were just telling your truth. As a defensive player, if you're saying that the WNBA practice you went to was the hardest screens you ever went through in your life, and y'all are trying to say that a high school team could beat a WNBA championship team, to me it's disrespectful.
No, so what do you think? What do you think the women can do? What do you think the WNBA women's team can do better than the boys are doing?
In high school,
Yeah.
I think they're going to execute their plays better. I think that they are going to shoot better. They have way more years of repetition.
We switching everything.
It doesn't matter. You think that the
We
6'4",
switching everything.
6'5" center that's coming down the lane. Everybody in high school boys basketball is not 6'6". Everyone in high school basketball is not 6'6". Our center, you said a championship.
Let me break this down. Okay,
You
we
didn't specify which
in
state.
high school we weren't a championship team, right? We made it to the first round of the
And
playoffs.
what? I'm
Let me
talking about at the
explain.
highest level. I'm talking about for Texas. How
Yeah,
many
5A,
classes you got?
5A. I
Okay,
think they're
then
6A now. They've moved up.
So let's
We
talk
would
about
be
the
6A.
6A champions,
We would be
not
6A.
Somebody that's in the
Let me put it like
the
this.
single A championship.
On my high school team, I was 6'2". I had numbers 6'2", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'2". Like you would have to match up with that, and they're athletic.
Yes.
That's one thing
You know
the
what?
girls are missing is athleticism.
I tell you this. So I used to watch. They used to do the relays. I saw the relays. There's a relay where it was like a 4x4, and they switched it up now. Instead of like 4 guys, they said it's 2 guys and 2 girls. and they ran a relay. So you decide who runs where. And so some team they switched up from whatever they thought was the right way to do it, and then they had the lead, and then they gave it to the girl, and the last guy just walked her down. It didn't even realize she was running. At that moment, I said, "Wow." Like,
Okay. I
real.
think
It's
you all
real.
are 100% right that guys are more athletic than women. So a track and field sport is going to be one of those things where your pure athleticism is going to win. But when you're playing a concept game that you have to actually have some strategy, which basketball is a team sport where you have to make decisions like when to pass, when to shoot, when to dribble, what to do in a certain situation, that takes some IQ. So yes, any athletic sport like powerlifting, yes, you're going to whoop that girl every time. But if it's a tactical and skill sport, like even jiu-jitsu, you can put a 14-year-old boy in a grown woman's sport of jiu-jitsu, and that woman's going to be able to take that man down because it's a technical thing. So not pure athleticism. Anything like powerlifting, track and field, the guy's going to win, no doubt.
The question I have is, you feel that a women's WNBA team, they're more tactical than the best high school basketball team?
100%, no doubt.
No, I don't know the answer to that.
That part is without a shadow of doubt. Athleticism, yes, can that guy go up and block her shot or dunk on her or run faster than on a fast break?
How can you grade that? I don't know how to do that. Like, I've never had a high school basketball game, like a championship game before. But who's more tactical? Who plays?
You can actually test how athletic that person is. You can do a jump test where you jump
like
up
this.
vertical and see how high you can jump, how fast you can run a 40. You can say who's the best.
High school boys can run plays and throw oops to each other. And just what can you do? How does a girl defend that?
You can't defend that.
You can defend that.
So tell me what girls are working on defending a dunk, getting dunked on.
Okay, so I will tell you before somebody
They can't work on it because it's not a scenario in their game. So how are they working on that?
You're not just letting your player cut to the basket wide open where they can jump. You're physically making contact with them and bumping them. They're not just running undefended to the basket. So yeah, you have to guard somebody who is bigger than you. It's not like you're guarding Shaquille O'Neal. Every high school team is not like guarding Shaquille O'Neal.
These guys are gonna be like guarding Shaquille O'Neal because they're pretty big. Like okay, let's say you have a 6'7" dude. What girl is guarding that?
I would say you have to put like a 6'7" Brittany Griner or what's Liz Campbell. She's 6'7". I played against her. She is 6'7".
She said Brittany Griner. That brings up a point when Brittany Griner challenged DeMarcus Cousins one-on-one.
Okay, I think a one-on-one thing. Okay, yes, when you get to the NBA and say NBA team, you're talking a lot different from a 14 to an 18-year-old. I am never going to say a WNBA team is going to be an NBA team. But when I'm talking about the age difference of that age group, high school, maybe if you get to college, maybe it starts to change as you get older. But for me, 14 to 18, and it's not an all-star team, it's not an AAU team, it's just a high school state team. And we don't say which state, because some states is weak, some states are better than others.
We just gonna choose random state.
Yeah, I'm just saying, there's some states, maybe some big schools like North Carolina, I don't know, maybe New York or California, like maybe those teams are gonna have those players. But some of those smaller states, like I'm personally Kentucky State Tournament boys basketball team, do I think they would beat the Aces? No. I watched the boys state tournament in Kentucky, and I don't think they could beat them. But maybe some of the maybe Texas, because it's a big state, maybe the school level competition is better.
Okay.
But from some of the other states, like no, I do not think so. So it depends on the state and what the team is.
All right. Well, we're gonna switch it up here a little bit. Let's.
We have to vote though. Who thinks high school boys will beat the WNBA?
I say they would beat the girls.
Okay, so a vote is like 3-1.
No, Junior can't. He doesn't want to vote.
He can. Well, Junior has some opinion.
He doesn't want.
His opinion is never going to be bothered to me.
Would you think the high school team would win, Jim?
It's possible.
I said the same thing. I said that
It's possible. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's 100% not possible. I'm not saying that.
Let's switch it up a little bit. All right. So today's music industry. Who's your favorite artist today, or who's your worst? Choose one. You got to choose one of your best artists and one of the worst artists out there.
Favorite artist?
Yeah. Who are you feeling right now in the music industry?
The Burna Boy, the Dre, there's
All right. All right. Those are your two. All right, who ain't you feeling? Who you ain't feeling in the music industry?
all the I don't hate nobody.
No, I'm just saying who's making trash music out there that you like.
The mumble rappers, man.
Okay, you ain't feeling mumble rappers. How about you, Chantel? Who you feeling? Who you ain't feeling?
Well, I would say for the summer, surprisingly, Sexy Red had some bangers. And I'm like, I would have said Sexy Red would have been a trash rapper. Like, things that she's saying.
Yeah.
The one that was talking. Oh, you feel now? You feeling it?
No, man, fuck that lady. I mean, she's a cool person, I'm sure, but her music.
We don't know that. We don't know her personally.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know her personally.
I'm like, it's not good music, but I like it.
Yeah.
It got a beat to it. It got a beat to it. You know what I mean? But okay.
So yeah, I will say. But when she got pregnant, I will say that me and my friend Megan were talking. It was like, dang, like she was living by her word. She just left Pound.
Who was surprised by that though?
I was.
You
I'm thinking that's her constant thing within this 1 year span.
That is good. Oh,
You're surprised.
She just left Pound. She said
That's
she got
crazy.
a baby daddy.
Well, okay, so that's. I'm pretty sure that's her fourth.
They talk about it. I don't know.
Okay, let's talk about the drama because this is real drama. Me and Junior was talking and it was like, I sent him a thing on Instagram and I was like, you know, Drake just sent her this Rolex blinged out watch and like a thing of roses. And I was like, you know, what you think about this? Do you remember
What did he say?
No.
Okay, so I sent him, it was like Drake sent Sexy Red a very nice package.
Yeah.
But they were on tour together. So I'm sure during this tour they made a lot of money together. So I'm like, it's a respectable thing to do to send somebody a gift that you just did business with. So I think it was completely fine. But then all of a sudden after that came out, she turned up pregnant. And we was like,
Oh, you guys are insinuating this is a Drake baby. I doubt that.
I have no idea.
She ain't been hot more than 4 months? Has it been 4 months? Because the baby just started showing, right?
So
It just started showing.
Who knows? You pregnant for 9 months and you saying less than 4 months? That's completely fine. So, but she did get this gift. She was on tour. So if she's talking about all this stuff in her music and she's literally living by it, then I'm like, it's possible.
You fuck with it, huh?
It could be. You never know.
Okay.
I like the music.
You live by Sexy Red. That's good.
I'm not saying I'm the person. I'm just saying surprisingly I did like some of her songs. Cause,
okay.
You know.
Who you feeling in the music industry? How about the argument right now is a lot of people are saying because of the rap music that's being produced right now, more people are going to Afro beats or something like that. What y'all think about that?
Well, I didn't even know this was going on. I mean, I feel like rap is always just rap. It's just evolve and keep going.
But where it's at right now, do you stay to hip hop?
Yeah, I mean, I still do. I don't recognize the artist as much. It would just be like a nice song, and it'd be like by somebody.
Oh, okay.
Another nice song by somebody. I just put my Spotify on. So it's never like a certain person, and I'm like, oh.
What do you type in?
Oh, so what happened was, I found one of a song by somebody, and I just been listening to his whole album like all his albums. He's making like Don Trip, and he was just
Okay, I remember Don Trip.
yeah. I love the way he flows.
What's he
so
talking about? What's his thing?
I just liked how he put the words together.
What's your opinion on Don Trip?
I haven't heard anything recent lately, but I do remember that artist. It was jamming when I was listening to it.
Yeah, so it's cool.
Yeah.
And I like how he, at the end of it, he's always like, what did he say? So it said like R.I.P. Piff or something, and I'm like, I don't know who this Piff is, but every song you always say R.I.P. Piff.
So he's doing it for somebody. He's recognizing somebody.
What African artists are you feeling though?
Oh, Burna Boy.
Who, if you was to name the top 3 artists in Nigeria right now, who would you say it is?
I would say that the top 3 I would like to meet. But people like Burna Boy is, I know Wizkid has been doing this thing, Davido.
In that order?
But I would say, I don't know what the order is, but I would just say Burna Boy is number 1. And then after that, I say Davido, Wizkid, it just depends on the year, what song they put out.
Okay. What about you? What type? What are your top 3 Afrobeats artists? And Ted.
For me, I don't know. I just feel like I listen to a lot of Afrobeats, but I don't know the artist.
You don't know none of the artists?
No, I just put the playlist on and let it play. So I'm not like looking at my phone to see who it is playing. But I don't. I would say since 2020, I really stopped listening to the radio as much. I just listen to like a certain station on my music streaming service. And to be honest, I switched up my music just to listen to a lot of gospel in the car.
Oh,
I know. I'm trying to
it's
tell
so
you.
positive.
I had
Look
to
at
get
you.
on I was on a spiritual journey
I
in
see.
2020. I'm telling you, because I was like, the music, I can't listen to a lot of stuff that isn't saying a positive message. So I'm okay to listen to different genres of music, but I don't want to hear about a whole lot of killing, cheating. I don't want to hear about a lot of just like drug dealing and drug abuse. I got to hear some positive stuff. So that's why I would say since 2020, I have been really out of touch with the pop music, different things that come on, because I don't hear it as much. But because Afrobeats is like grown so much, I feel like it's way more mainstream than it used to be. So nowadays, like Burna Boy, like I've heard of him, but I mean, there's so many songs that I can sing and I know the words and I enjoy it, but I just don't know the artist because, I mean, especially listening with Junior and y'all, like in the family, I feel like you hear a lot more.
What about you, Junior?
Which artist?
Yeah. What are your top 3 artists in Nigeria?
Man, I'm really aging myself, man. But before Wizkid, before Davido, there was this dude Ice Prince. He has to put us some fire hits, man.
Yeah, he did.
Yo, Ice Prince was just getting it, man. And that's way earlier, way before Wizkid.
What's his hit, babe?
Man, like,
I'm talking about right now.
Right
You
now?
talking about Ice Prince? Ice Prince ain't made a hit in like.
Well, I'm just saying, but he has to have multiple hits. What's something that the people will know?
You won't. I don't even think you'd be able to know one of Ice
Me?
Prince.
there's obviously Burna Boy's hot right now. Wizkid, Davido. That's the normal.
But what's the Wizkid's? I mean, the Ice Prince.
She wants to know Ice Prince hits
Yeah, I
that
want to
you
know
be
this
feeling.
person, 'cause I'm like, who is it? What's his music?
He made Afrobeats too.
No, she wants to know a hit that he made that everybody knows.
Let me play you some shit. This is the shit when I was back in Benin City.
You should know the song.
But do you know the lyrics?
I was gonna play. This is wrong.
See, y'all not no singers, because if y'all was singers, y'all come on here
Junior
sing
here sleep, babe.
singing the beats.
Boy.
You know some Ice Prince.
Ice Prince, if I hear it, I might sing along. It's one of those songs where it's got to come back and.
Ole cool, which one? You get that one? Which one?
Something.
What good do? Yeah.
Y'all niggas don't listen.
Is that a song? Is that it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas don't listen to no Afro beats, nigga. Oh
But
shit.
no, I'm saying
I
those like
forgot
the ones. It
Rima.
was a lot
Put
of
Rima
Afro.
up there.
Yeah, Rima's up there, man.
Burna Boy,
I
Rima,
got you.
and then I let Wizkid and Davido.
Fight.
Decide.
Damn. Wizkid is fighting for the 3rd spot. That's wild.
What happened?
No, he said he would put Burna Boy and Rema at the top two positions, and Wizkid, Davido are fighting for the third spot.
Now, I'm just talking
What about
the music
Ashake?
aspect.
Ashake?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What about?
Respect Tim's, then I'm sorry. I didn't know if Tim's was Nigerian.
Oh, yeah, throw Tim's in there. She's not considered. She's not considered like one of the goats in Africa, but she's good.
But you said who you listen to right now, because for me, I think Afrobeats is so new. I probably wasn't listening when Ice Prince was out. So I don't know, but for me right now, Tim's would be probably the number one, not and Burna Boy, because I've heard that name before.
She said I've heard that name.
I've heard that name before. I don't know all his songs. I can't tell you which ones is his songs. I can't, but I know his songs.
Oh man, that's wild.
Oh yeah, I know his songs. I'm saying yeah. I just didn't know it's all his songs. Yeah. I don't want to be disrespectful. I know he got
That's
good music,
fine.
but I don't know which ones is his songs. But Tim's, I know some songs of hers that I'll say for me, I like R&B women and things like that. She's an Afrobeat, but she just has a very cool vibe.
So what do you think about a 50-50 relationship, Chantel? How much should a woman contribute to the household in this dual economy in these tough times? What do you think?
Well, I think every relationship has to be weighed out in dollars. And I think when you're looking at that relationship, you have to say, okay, how much am I bringing in? If you're working, you have to say how much am I bringing in and how much of the percentage of my income am I putting towards the household bills. If you're living with a partner, y'all have rent, y'all have groceries, you have utilities, so you got to take all those numbers. And you got to try to figure out how much are you bringing in, how much is your partner bringing in, and trying to find that happy medium of where you sit. Because
So what percentage of the household bills do you think in your situation?
well, I think it's based on each person's income. So
Okay.
I like to use real simple numbers. Like let's just say I was making 100,000 and Junior's making 300,000. Like, I think you have to take how much of the percentage of those household bills he's earning and how much am I earning, and that's kind of how you figure that number on who brings what, because
All right. So
it's all percentages. Like,
what do you think about when women say a man should take the whole thing, should pay all the bills?
well, it really depends on how much he's making. If Junior's making 500,000 and I'm making 50,000, yeah, he should pay the whole thing. If that's your numbers, but if I'm more equal, if I'm making 250 and he's making 250, I think, and then what you also split in the household chores and household duties. If I'm doing all of the housework and I'm doing all of the childcare and I'm also bringing in 250, do I necessarily think doing a 50-50 split is equal? No, because you also have to monetize those skills. What do you pay a cleaner to come to your house each month? If your wife is doing all of the house cleaning, what would that cost you if you were doing that in a monthly cleaning service? If you were getting groceries and you were having a chef make your meals, if she's cooking all your meals, like you have to monetize all of those things. And you can't say, oh, I want my wife to pay 50-50 if she's doing all this extra work. I think you have to accommodate all of the things that your wife does in the household.
What about you, Goku?
Okay.
My bad, bro.
So, honestly, I think you actually got to talk about it. So
You paying 100?
Do I pay 100? No, I don't pay 100.
You're not.
I don't pay 100. But I think you just got to talk about it, and you got to know, okay, if I'm going into this is what it's going to be. So you got to talk about it before y'all.
But do you think it's possible, like, if you're in a situation where your wife is taking care of the kids and she's not working, do you think it's possible that you pay 100% if she's doing all of
things? Definitely. But if you're working too, I don't know. This is something where it's like I hear people have a different point of view on this and that. And to me, I feel like it just depends on the relationship. So to me, I feel unless I'm making X amount of money, I would like her to put in whatever she needs to put in. Then once I get to that part, then okay.
Is it just not 100% of everything that you make and 100% of everything she makes? goes together to pay the things that need to be paid, and then it's invested together. It's growing together. It's in one account.
That's how, I mean, it should be, but again,
Is that not what it is?
I mean, it's more like she has her account, I have my account.
Then that's not what it is.
Yeah, but then now that, we got the business, we got a joint account for that business and stuff like that. But I mean, I was okay with it. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the relationship. I was okay with it.
It depends on the
and she
relationship.
was. She
You
was
just said
fine.
that.
No,
So,
but no, I'm okay. But for me, I think that ideally, what you would want to have is whatever one person. Whatever I am making, if I'm making 100,000 a year, let's just use that, and he's making 200,000 a year. We put that in one account. Everything that we need to pay for our bills and everything is coming out of that account. Or are you all saying that you should have separate accounts and then have to put one account together?
So to me personally, again, everybody's relationship is different. This is what, if I had a genie and I could say, this is what I wanted to be, I'd be like, okay, genie, what I want is that. I'll say, this is how much it costs for household expenses. You put in 50%, I put in 50%. And then we also have a savings that we're going to use that's the money we're going to use for vacation. Everything else, you do whatever you want to do with it. That was my plan. It didn't work out that way though, but that's
How is it
how.
now when you say it didn't work out that way?
She said-
I'm like, I don't know if that's too personal. I just want to know because
She said, so I said that to her. She's like, all right. And so every month I'd be like, you got it? Okay. No, you got it. And so that's kind of how it was. And all right, well, so right now
I don't understand. She didn't put the money in, or she did?
I mean, she didn't, but it wasn't like I needed it. But it's like, I was like, this is how we should do it. It's not like we're kind of equal.
Okay, so she wasn't putting her 50% into the 50% account.
Yeah.
So then you had to cover the whole thing.
Yeah, but that's okay though. But my thing, I mean, I could take care of it. But the issue,
did you know how much she was making, or you didn't?
We're both dentists, so we kind of, I would say, like we kind of make the same kind of range.
Dang, so but then when that happens, then what can you do? You can't be like.
And I'll be like, all right, I've been paying it before, so I'm paying it. So it's like,
What do you think she's doing with her money?
I mean, we're gonna have that discussion because we're supposed to talk to a financial advisor about that. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing with my money because sometimes I look and I'm like, what's going on here? Like when I do my taxes, when I send my tax to the accountant at the end of the year, I'm like, I made this and this is what I kept. What am I doing with my money? So I need to talk about that myself. So
I think that's a great point because I think a lot of us could benefit from having some kind of a CPA looking at our stuff on a monthly basis. My brother is an accountant, and I recently started using him to just take my month and itemize what I was spending, just to put it in different categories so that when it came time for tax season, I wouldn't be scrambling trying to figure out as an entrepreneur, okay, what went into like meals, gifts, utility, whatever. It breaks down. So it is good to have somebody look at that for you so you're not going through all that, like, where did my money go? That person can say, 40% of your spending was in office supplies or running the business, then you did all your clothes, vacations, whatever,
Yeah, I gotta do it. And that's something I've been trying to work on. So I was talking to my wife about that. So I gotta book the appointment with the CPA so we have like a Zoom call and talk about things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's definitely true. So but yeah. But that was it. So I kinda wanted 50-50.
Okay.
But she was like she buys the groceries, so the house is always fully stocked with groceries all the time. But, and that's cool. I wish you were 50-50. It's all right. But, so.
They would call you less of a man in today's world, man.
I don't
Nah,
think
it's
so. Not everybody's going to say. Everybody's got their own opinion. Like I said, everybody's relationship is.
I'm telling you.
You just got to know what's best for.
Some people 50-50? What do you mean 50-50? But you understand that if she's paying half and you paying half, you think the respect is going to be there?
It should be there.
It should be,
There
right?
is the bare minimum. That's what you said the other day, right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
We have our marriage counseling classes, and we talk about like the minimum.
Marriage counseling, huh?
I thought about this. It's never because I'm gonna risk my life. I have to risk my life for my wife.
Definitely.
I will have to. Somebody came in with a gun, they gotta shoot me first.
That's what
Hey, let me tell you this.
that's what he's saying right now.
Yeah, so this is funny, right? This is funny. So this is kind of weird. I watched.
Junior, would you risk your life for Chantel if it was time?
He has to. He's an honorable man. He has to.
Bro, hey man, you've already.
My friend,
Hey.
I found out that
She's-
you in danger.
She said you.
But at the same time, I will put this out here. Like, if somebody came to our house, I'll be trying to defend you.
You will.
What?
You will. But you know what?
So do you keep one with you?
You're gonna be the first one.
Do you keep do you everybody keep?
Then y'all gonna get together.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't like it. This is my word. This is my pet peeve in movies. When people in scary movies or in any kind of drama allow, especially women, this pisses me off to no other. If your man is in a full-blown altercation with another man and you stand there and you don't do the damn thing, I'm like, no. I'm like, oh, pick it up. I'm like,
Call it 911.
Nah, she be.
You're gonna grab the gun.
yeah, somebody get shot.
Normally she'll be running and she always falls. She always falls on the ground.
I'm gonna take up the gun and the intruder is gonna get shot. Like, I'm not standing there.
You're gonna fight. You're not gonna fight. You're not gonna be wrestling with the bat. You're gonna just go get the knife, get the gun, get
But
ready
that's
to call 911.
whatever the situation is, if I got to stomp them out right there on the
Go
floor,
ahead.
I'm killing. I used to play soccer.
Oh, hold on, I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you.
Straight kicking their
I'll
head.
get it.
Oh, you know what? It's also like this. When the Titanic happened, they said women and children first.
Yeah.
The man gotta stay on the boat. So if you're on the boat, Junior gotta stay. You gotta leave.
Just
Well, let's let history be clear that their policies and procedures were not in order.
Okay.
Their policies and procedures on what to do in an emergency situation were not in order. They were very undercapacitated on those ships that when they had the boats go out, they could have put hundreds more.
Gotcha.
Hundreds more.
But none of the women said, I'm gonna stay with the dude that.
No, they did not have an exit plan. They didn't have an exit plan, but they could have saved a lot more lives had they. The more men that got on the ship, they could save a lot more lives. They did not have good policies and procedures for an emergency in place. So
Yeah, we had a great podcast. Shout out to my guests, Junior, Chantel, and Goke. You guys were great sports. Make sure you, everybody, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Let's make that happen. And we are out. Yeah.
peace.
Subscribe.